Hello, Renee Flamand here. Still talking. Off of my last video, I would like to just go for a second and to further describe why a vulnerability inside of us can allow them to come in, which I admitted to you. I know that that's what happened with me and my narcissist. That same vulnerability that allowed me to allow him to get in is indeed what allowed me to allow it to continue, which is why I'm working so hard right now as to figuring that out and closing up that hole, that lacking hole of self-love, filling it up with my own self-love inside of me. My value is inside of me. It has nothing to do with an external source, right? So that's why I've been working on that, because I don't want anyone ever again to be where I was, which there's an unseen vulnerability. The narcissist gets in, and boom, now they're going to drag you through the mud for however long it goes on. What I distinctly know happened in my case is I felt an extreme need to prove my value to the narcissist, that I was tried and true and real and it wasn't fleeting, and I wanted to be seen as valuable by the narcissist. I'm going to prove to them I'm going to remain and stick around no matter what they do, because I think deep down inside, without my knowing, that would have made me feel valuable. I think I was trying to fix my own lacking of self, whatever it was, with proving to somebody else how valuable I could be to them, and that if they see how valuable I am, that will make me feel so worthy. Isn't that twisted? I know. To say it out loud makes me I'm fascinated at myself. Because first of all, we know the basic lesson of love and self-love is that you have to love yourself before you can love anybody else. We're taught that from the age of nothing, right? And we're also taught that nobody else can complete that for you on the inside. Nobody can love you. You have to love you. You have to complete that inside before you match with somebody else, yes? Or even if you're not matching with somebody else, that's a healthy way you have to have self-love and confidence and a feeling of valuable and worthy and I have all that. I thought I did. I thought I had it buttoned up. I did not. So I'm going to show the narcissist I have value higher than anything he's ever seen. I want to prove that my love is not fleeting. Unfortunately, this may take the form for you, if you feel that way, like it did for me, which is putting up with thing after thing after thing after thing. I really felt I needed to prove my worth to him, I think, because I think that was going to let me feel worth for myself. It was going to make me feel good if I got through to him, if I was there for him, if at the end of all of this work and toil, we ended up together. We did it. I showed him somebody can stick by him. I showed him somebody can love him unconditionally. I felt responsible for this person's feelings, that I was going to show him that I didn't understand narcissism, hadn't started reading about it until we broke up, but I knew there was something that was broken in this person. And I thought, I'm going to show them that all the love in the world was going to heal them. Yeah. I'll show him and he'll see it and we'll be fine. Oh, no, 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 no. This is the real reason why if there's a hole in your self-love, you need to fix it. Even more so than being susceptible to the love bomb, because the love bomb now leads you here to the abuse that you're accepting because you feel that is some twisted way is going to show that you are so valuable. You are so accommodating. You love him so much. What's needed here is tremendous self-reflection, because I got punished for this exact sentiment. And by punished, I mean wicked bad, as we would say from Rhode Island, and that's what we would say. I got punished wicked bad. Wicked bad. Because when it doesn't work, it makes the victim feel worse. So what I was doing and the effort I was putting in and the stuff I was eating crow seemed daily to try to deal with it and patch over it and work through it. And as nothing was working, it's making me feel worse. And then I'm sinking lower and I'm trying harder. Which is where the putting up with it again and again and again comes in. I'm trying with this incident. It's not working. I feel awful. There's another incident. I'm going to try harder. That didn't work. I feel awful. There's another incident. I'm going to try hard. I was determined to show him that I can handle it. I can deal with it. I can deal with his personality traits, quirks, incidental behavioral tics, whatever. And upon tremendously deep self-reflection, I realized, wow, my responsibility is to myself and myself only. And that is to figure out why I'm not feeling worthy enough with this person to say, no, that's not okay. And once I started to do that and I got out of it, not that that was easy, but I started to be able to do the work. Now, if you are someone that is teetering on that, or you just got out and you think, oh, I'm free, let me get online and start to do whoa. You need to look at why you went to that person, why you tried and tried and tried again with that person. You're not required to make somebody else broken feel fixed. That's what I had to learn. And if that's something that you have in the back of your mind, like once you meet someone broken, boom, you met them, it's your job now. They landed in your front yard. Like a wounded cat or a wounded dog or a wounded bird. They landed in your yard. It's up to you to fix them. You're not going to put them in the neighbor's yard for the neighbor to deal. You're going to deal with it, right? That's kind of how I felt. I felt a responsibility. And I took that upon myself. And this is why I'm making this video. I don't want anyone. It wasn't my responsibility, but I took it on. I realized very quickly this man was broken. Very quickly. Surely early enough that I could have ended it. I really could have and should have. But I felt like he was this wounded creature, and that, again, is because something is lacking in me. What about me makes me feel I need to fix that person? I'm a worthy individual whether or not I fix a broken person that lands in my front yard. I'm still a worthy individual because it's not my job to fix a broken adult that landed in my yard. He isn't, in fact, a wounded bird or a lost child. You would help these things. Whenever I see a child and I'm out in public, I always wait. And then I wait and I wait. I don't approach the child. You can't be a crazy person. But I wait and make sure they have a parent. And if it starts to get upset, I'll go, okay, who is their mother? Who's their father? Where? You make sure children and wounded animals are okay. This adult is not a child or a wounded animal. If they land in your yard broken, you are not responsible to fix them. But I was determined to let the narcissist see that I had value above anybody else he had ever encountered in the whole wide world. And I, the ever-loving empath codependent, will just love you like you've never seen. And I'm going to show you and I'm going to prove it to you. That has nothing to do with him. Those feelings that I had have to do with what's broken in me. Broken person landed in my front yard, but I had broken feelings inside about myself in order to take on the responsibility of fixing another adult. In the name of an abusive string of behavior. I'm not saying if you have a friend or even a partner you meet, they have something they're going through, you help them through it. That's what friendship and love is all about. I'm not saying that I will pick my friends up and carry them through life if they need me to. I'm talking about somebody's that broken that it's going to lead to abuse, and that you now accept all of the abuse again and again and again because you've made a vow to yourself. And to keep that vow will prove to you your own worth. I'm going to help this person. I beg you, rather than make it about them, I beg you to look inward and say, what might be broken in you that makes you feel you need to sacrifice yourself for the sake of trying to help another person? Something in you doesn't feel worthy lately. Something in me, I started to look at, okay, so why do you feel that way? Was I bored? Did I need a project because my daughter's off at college? I asked myself everything. Everything. I went through every aspect of life. And that's what you need to do. You need to dissect what's happening, because it is about you that we are trying to get value within ourselves by helping them. That's what was happening to me. So I want us all to look within and find our own self-worth. They are not going to complete it for us. So I would start right now. As soon as this video ends, start asking yourself, make a list, write it down. I'm a visual learner, so writing things down and looking at them helps me. I felt vulnerable about this. I felt vulnerable about that. I felt vulnerable about this. I feel good if I help him because it makes me feel worthy. It makes me feel like he's finally finding someone who loves him. It makes me feel... Then you start filling in those answers and realize none of it's your job, none of it's possible with a narcissist, and it's not connected anyway. Your self-love is not connected to you trying to love somebody else, except for the fact the only connection it has is that you can't truly love another person until you do have your self-love worked out. So I want us all to keep an eye on why we're helping them and what we think we're going to get out of it. And realize that our self-worth and our value is not in any way, shape, or form connected to how much you put up with your narcissist. I think that I thought the more that happened, the higher my value looked to him. Wow, she really put up with that? Whoa, she's the one for me, maybe I thought he was going to say. I don't know. It seems bizarre now that I'm on the other side of it. It really seems like another person went through it, because I'm learning and dissecting and gaining in the pockets that I had by myself without anyone else filling them. And that is highly satisfying. Chin up, my friends.